Hello, and welcome to the November edition of TViva, a monthly program that talks about all the great things that are going on in Fall River and just all the special qualities that make us a great city. I am your host, Patty Rigo, Executive Director of Viva Fall River, an organization that that's our mission, to showcase and celebrate the wonderful things that Fall River has and to make us a South Coast destination. And here again, I am here with my co-host, Ashley Okino. Thank you for always showing up. I appreciate you.
Thank you for always having me.
Executive Director of the Fall River Arts and Culture Coalition, which is a wonderful, collaborative, member-based organization dedicated to just promoting and advocating for the arts and creative community in Fall River.
Yeah, known as FRAC.
FRAC. What the FRAC?
Yes.
So, all right, we survived spooky season.
We did, and now we're ready for eating season.
So did you have more treats than tricks?
Always.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way I set it up.
That's my goal.
I set it up for myself to be like that. But yes, plenty of candy was had. My sugar quota has been met for a little bit.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, I know I'll be, well, and you said food. Now we're going into like real food time, the holidays.
Yeah, like substantial, like the savory kind of stuff.
So there'll be no dieting yet. That's what that'll be our January episode. New year, new you, like everybody else. Anyway, I love this time of year. I love the holiday season. And November doesn't get a lot of love because it's like sandwiched in between like two really, holidays that have a lot of decor. And I mean, turkeys are great and whatnot, but Thanksmas really is, Thanksgiving and that whole holiday, I know, is really about—
It's a real holiday.
I know it is a real holiday. It is all about the spirit of giving, the spirit of celebrating community, of just the spirit of generosity and giving thanks.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Thanksmas, which should become its own real holiday.
It should become its own holiday.
Proclamation next year. Next year, Thanksmas will be a Fall River holiday.
Why not?
So Thanksmas is our second annual. This will be your first.
Yes, it will be.
Which is really exciting.
Yes, I am excited.
There's a lot of firsts for you this year. I like it.
Yeah, it is really exciting, and I already have like a buddy ready to come with me.
Oh,
like
wonderful.
I'm ready to go.
Excellent.
Yeah.
So this is an event on Saturday, November 12th. It is the culmination of the season of the Fall River Farmers and Artisans Market, but it's also sponsored by the city, Craftiest Shop, which is going to be moving into their new space on Anawan Street soon, so keep an eye out for that. Also, Viva Fall River, and of course, always in partnership with FRAC, because it wouldn't be a celebration of, giving a celebration of our creative community if FRAC wasn't involved.
Oh, well, I'm thrilled to be involved with Thanksmas this year. I'm really looking forward to it. It seems like it was only yesterday that we kicked off the season with We Heart Fall River back in May. And this is a wonderful way to kind of just like bookend what has been really exciting.
Absolutely, and we will be talking more about the We Heart Fall River 2023, because we will be doing it again.
Yep.
South Coast Spring Arts is happening. You see, we're already. I am always thinking about all the months of the year and all the fun that we have going on.
Yeah.
But so speaking of like our creative community, this event, just like We Heart Fall River, has many different things going on. So you artists, artisans, makers, musicians, performers. I mean, that's what Thanksmas is all about. We've got DJ Juice, who really gets the kids going and dancing in the street, and they will be dancing next to the fire pits, not too close though, of course, because that's not the kind of event we want to have. Face painting, which I never realized how popular of an activity that is.
Oh, sure.
Until our creative neighborhoods conversation, somebody said that they wanted face painting at all events.
All events, all the time.
I can't argue. I really can't. And then we have our friends from the Trustees, Greater Fall River Art Association, and the Children's Museum all will be doing craft tables like we did last year. So a great, if you can, and then of course the vendors, the 75 plus vendors that we have, everything that you can think of. It's the perfect time to knock off a bunch of gifts off your list.
It is, and I have a special announcement. We'll have some new FRAC stickers there.
That is, I didn't even know this. I like the surprise.
Yeah, so we're gonna,
that.
There's gonna be some FRAC stickers there, which are, we just trying to get the word out about us. As you said, we're here to serve the creative community, and gosh, there's 75 vendors, there's music happening.
Every month we have a full 30 minutes to talk, and what we're talking about is mostly arts and culture. Some of them are fundraising events for community organizations, but really it's arts and culture. And so this is really what FRAC is about. It's highlighting and advocating and now getting people to come to the events.
Come on out.
So you must support them.
So Thanksmas.
Yeah,
I'll be
so
there.
We
I'll be
have
there that evening.
we're going to have Aviva Fall River is going to be selling a special item. I'm going to think it's going to be an ornament, and we have a curated holiday box that's going to have iconic items from Fall River, different establishments, and you can buy it as a gift to somebody who either moved away or whatnot.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll have, and then just kind of wrapping it up, food trucks, and the Grinch from 5 to 7.
Love it.
Yeah,
Love
Grinch.
it.
The Grinch. I don't have an in with Santa, but I have an in with the Grinch. So, so the Grinch comes to all my events. I don't know what that says about me, but in any case, and then also we're going to be doing a coat drive. We're partnering up. Viva Fall River is partnering up with the United Way for their coat drive. It's coat and accessories, of course.
Fantastic.
That runs through January 15th, but at Thanksmas specifically, we'll have a box, and we'll more than glad to take them.
Speaking of a box, there'll be a voting box.
I totally forgot about that.
No, I don't know. I'm not sure if by the time this airs, if people will have voted. So
No, they will have the opportunity. Voting begins, I believe it's supposed to begin in early November, November 1st.
November 1st, and so make sure you go and do the regular voting for your city, for your state.
You're talking about the logo. Oh, that
I'm
voting.
talking about regular voting,
Okay.
but in terms, I'm talking about two different kinds. Sorry to confuse you, but I want to remind people to please do go out and actually vote. But at Thanksmas, there will be a voting box where people will have the opportunity to see the different logos
Yes.
that were entered to the city's logo contest that they held
What
about
a great,
back in September.
Yeah, what a great response.
Over 200 entries. And so at Thanksmas, you'll get to see who some of the finalists were, and you'll get to voice your opinion of what you think should.
I think this is a great process. I really do. I think it's been really great that, first of all, just to see all the iterations and that people were thinking positively about Fall River when they were doing it, and the things they love about Fall River. And it's not often that you get that many people, around a common, theme and putting that positivity into it, not having a negative thought as they were doing it. So.
Yeah, it was. I'm excited to kind of see what the
can't wait to
community
vote.
has to say. And I want to remind people this is different than the city seal. The city seal is the city seal. And so this is a logo that is really more of
Represents the community,
the community. You think about it on social media. A lot of times there's a great little icon at the top. And so we could have a nice new one for Fall River.
Absolutely. Something fresh, something that talks about the community as we are now.
Yeah.
And so we will also be the coat drive that we were talking about. We're going to be doing a winter accessories drive in conjunction with that at the Viva Pop-Up. Okay. And we have a ton of events happening there. One that I think a friend of ours, Mr. Jasper, might like. Mr. Jasper is her dog.
Today's his adoptiversary, by the way.
Oh my God, this has been a real surprise. I have so many surprises. I know that you're peppering me with surprises. You're spoiling me. So we have Pop-Up 2, Pop-Up at the Pop-Up. So watercolor artist Lana Kwan is back. She's so phenomenal. She's been doing watercolor classes at the Pop-Up as well, which has been really, really popular. She's going to do pet portrait ornaments. And then Viva is going to be offering free pet photos with my best friend, the Grinch. We will have him there. So if you want to take some photographs of your pet with the Grinch for your holiday card, it's a great opportunity, or just to give out as a gift. It's just in the spirit of fun, and to have you come down and take a look at all the makers that we have in the store who have some great holiday products right now.
And as you said before, this is a great way to support local friends in your local community in a way to, as you said, it's about being thankful and giving back in November.
And get unique gifts.
And these vendors are very thankful when you buy their wares, whatever it be, jewelry or soaps or home goods. There's all sorts of stuff at the Viva Pop-Up.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And then it is the season for craft fairs. I want to make sure we give love to, these are the ones that are iconic ones that happen every year. People look forward to them. Diamond PTO is on the 5th, and Liberal Club, the autumn craft fair is always a really good time on the 13th. And then, we've been talking about giving throughout this whole episode, and there's a lot of fundraisers as well. Very, reasonably priced, and you also get food. They're all food fundraisers this year. I like this. Spaghetti dinner on the 6th in the afternoon at St. John's Athletic Club, and that is to benefit the Kennedy Park Winter Wonderland from our friends at, is it Creative?
So they have an organization. It is a nonprofit, the Creative Creative Community Vision. Sorry,
Yes.
I butchered that. Oh my gosh. Great people. And so they do still have some wonderful snowflakes, big wooden snowflakes.
They're huge.
For sponsors.
Yeah.
And so they are still looking for sponsors. If you just go to Facebook and you type in Winter Wonderland Fall River, their page will come right up, and there's a lot of great information on there, including the spaghetti dinner.
Yeah, and they're going to be, they're doing all of this so that they can light up Kennedy Park with not only just, colored lights, but also selfie stations. And just, I think, we'll talk about it more in the December episode, but I think there are 2 consecutive Fridays, I would say that would be the 9th and then whatever the following one. They're going to have like a little community activities, free hot chocolate.
It's just a great way, as we
Just
will
to get
talk about
everybody
in the
out.
future, activating spaces around the city is always a
Getting people out,
do
and
fun things
it's
together.
a super fun time. And then, just wrapping up the food. There's a ton of last month we talked about how there was blessings of the animals. November seems to be pancake breakfast month, which these are things I don't know. Bishop Conley has one on the 6th, and the Rotary Club also has one at Diamond, I believe, on the 6th as well. So that's a big day for pancakes.
Bring your stretchy pants.
Yes. And so, speaking of stretchy pants, after those, eating all that food, you may need a hike. You may not. You may be fine with it. And there are a couple of good ones. The Appalachian Mountain Club is doing a beginner 5-mile hike at the bioreserve, our awesome 16,000 square acre bioreserve, on the 13th. And then our trustees, who we talk about all the time, on the 20th, they have one that's more geared toward families and children from 1 to 3, and it's called Trails and Tales. So it's like letting the kids run amok.
Have fun out in a nice, safe environment where there's, the trustees, they're just fantastic. And the bioreserve, wow, that space is just getting a lot of attention.
It really is. It's exciting,
Yeah.
and I think we don't go an episode without mentioning the bioreserve.
I mean, it takes up.
We should have it
the
on the
Fall
screen.
River is mostly wooded.
Looking at it on the map
it's
is
mostly
really
wooded.
yeah.
So we should give a lot of love to that part of the city as well.
No, I think it's
is.
great. We should go for a hike.
We should do an episode from the bioreserve.
Oh, I love this. Okay, all right, okay. Forward planning.
Yeah.
But this is obviously not the time of year that I want to go for a hike, because I want to stay inside. And if you do love to stay inside, the Narrows is a great place to stay inside.
Yes,
and there's not only some great musical shows, but you were telling me about an art exhibit.
Yes, there's a brand new exhibition that's going to be opening up there on the 12th. The Apple Tree on the Abandoned Railroad Line. Ooh, that doesn't get you thinking?
It does.
Like, what is it? So it is a group exhibition, a husband and wife team, Ellen Noble and Loss Antonsen. They are South Coast familiars to many in the area. Involved with UMass Dartmouth for many years, and in different museums and many different art initiatives, really focused, I think, mostly in New Bedford. So I am really thrilled to see that they have an exhibition coming to the Narrows. And so it's up through middle of January. But I'm definitely going to be checking that out. I think Ellen and Loss's work it's really fantastic. So please check it
Yeah.
out. Google their names.
You said
go
on
to
the 12th, so that
it's on
won't
the
be
12th.
open. That won't be open for the show on the 5th, which is one of my favorite shows. I've seen him a couple times at the Narrows. Manel, the Island Man. He's a Luso-American rocker, and he really is a rocker. He he embodies it, and he's a wonderful man as well. And this is a tapas wine tasting and musical event hosted by
Another
Michael
wonderful
Benavides.
man, Michael Benavides. Yeah, thank you for supporting the arts through this. It looks like it's going to be a fantastic show.
Yeah, it's a good show.
And there's some guests too. Manel has a few guests.
Oh yes,
playing
he has a beautiful poster. I probably
the
would have butchered
poster.
all the names too. So as you
won't.
can see, I left them off here because of that.
Not because we don't think they're fantastic.
No. Just because I'm trying to cut down on the number of times I embarrass myself on a daily basis. So I'm doing okay today. Well, I think we're here at BCC, so we always like to talk about there are just amazing cultural facilities here, the theater, and also the art gallery here, which before last year I'd never been to, so I'm just ashamed to say that, but now I can't imagine not having that be a part of the art ecosystem, because it really is so amazing. So many exhibitions, and there's a new one to tell us about.
There is a new one. So the exhibition with Smokestack Studios ended, but that was fantastic.
Such a good one. I'm so glad I saw it.
I'm glad I saw it too, and I'm also really happy with the press that it received. that was
It got some
nice.
regional press,
Got
which
some
is always,
regional
it's
press.
important. It's important. We need to start like elevating, because we have a lot of great things going on, just because you don't always see it in the paper, but you can see it on vivafallriver.com, Frax Instagram. That's a really important place to,
Ooh, yeah, come follow us.
Yes.
Come follow us. So happening here at Bristol at the Grimshaw Gidowitz Gallery is a brand new exhibition opening up on the 10th. So 2 days before the Narrows, you come to the opening reception that
just
evening.
make it like a whole...
Yeah, it's going to be a fun, that's going into Veterans Weekend, so it's a great time to kind of get out and do stuff.
Oh,
so
that is.
at 6 o'clock on the 10th, the reception will happen for The Eye of the Beholder, Don't Close Your Eyes. And so this is an exhibition featuring artwork that is by Ukrainian artists and their reflection of the war that is currently happening.
And I think you mentioned last time, they're small pieces?
They are small because they were shipped. So
That's
it took,
awesome.
And as you know, geez, we're waiting for stuff from Amazon to come, and we're like, where's my package? So these are small pieces because they were shipped over from the Ukraine to here. It's a really, really moving exhibition.
I'm looking forward to it very much.
Kathleen Hancock, I think, did a wonderful job curating it and just getting involved with it. This exhibition has actually 2 parts that are showing. One part is here at Bristol, and I believe the other part, oh gosh, I hope I don't get this wrong, but I believe it's the Newton Art Center, just north of us a little bit.
Oh, it's always great to have to be able to be tied with a Greater Boston organization,
Yeah,
because
and they're a great one too.
We're on par, but we're not Greater Boston.
No, but it's wonderful to be able to, I think, reflect and react in real time, and this exhibition definitely does that. So
And art always provides those reflections and reactions through of what people are going through, and to be able to see that while it's still going on. This is not like looking at the past. This is very current,
Real
very
time.
fresh and raw.
Real time. So show your support for many, so show your support for the Ukrainian artists, for Bristol, for, just the school and the gallery. Wear blue and yellow if you're going to come to the reception that evening.
If you want to be in the group photo.
Yeah, we'd love to take a group photo and
Yeah.
have everyone included.
Show how much Fall River supports, our friends in the Ukraine.
And we're thinking of them.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, that's a good one. So some great exhibitions coming up.
And then I know I haven't seen the Nutcracker yet. I have never seen the Nutcracker. I know. I just you're giving me good surprises. I'm giving you oh my God, no, I don't want to talk to you anymore.
What?
I know.
What?
So not on stage. I mean, I've seen it in
On TV
Yeah,
productions.
but-
Wasn't there one that came out in the late 70s,
Oh,
80s?
that was
that really good movie one? Okay, you've seen that
yes.
one. All right.
So, but no holiday season's obviously complete without seeing
No,
the
you need
Nutcracker
to
in some
go.
form. But the BCC has one that is. People definitely talk about. They wait for it every year. I think this is the 40th season with a national production called Dance Prism. And there's going to be a cast of 120 professional dancers and ballet students. Falling snow, a growing Christmas tree. I'm there. Okay. Now you got me with falling snow. And you have 2 opportunities. On one day, Sunday the 27th, there are 2 performances, 1 and 5.
Oh, the 1 o'clock's perfect, then I can go home and still take my nap. No,
Theater and a nap.
No, Nutcracker is just such a wonderful, holiday tradition, and I think for anyone who hasn't seen it, I think it's a great way to kind of experience different types of classical music.
It really is,
as
yeah.
they go through the different
Tchaikovsky, correct?
Yeah, as they go
said
through
it
the
right.
different fantasy lands, it's really kind of interesting. So yeah, check it out.
Yeah,
check it
and
out.
if depending on which show you go to, if you go to the 1 o'clock show, you'd still be able to attend a really cool event at the Lafayette Durfee House.
Oh, so I can't go to bed yet.
No, you couldn't.
Okay.
No, you're gonna wait. It's gonna be a tough haul for you. Get you some coffee. Colonial concert and a holiday shopping event. I believe it's 18th century blankets or something.
Inspired by, maybe.
Yeah, probably. I'm hoping it's not 18th century blankets. Those would be A, pricey, B, a little hard to launder. But yeah, so that's from 1 to 4. But they have a lot of really interesting events, and I think, they do a great job with cultural programming.
They do a great job. And so they actually, earlier the week before, they have Pewter Buttons in the Ball with Gary Franklin. And so, just more opportunities for you to connect with experts in their different fields, whether it be metalsmithing, or they have the lovely lady there doing cooking classes
That's
a
right,
lot of
yeah.
times. So yeah, do check out the Lafayette Durfee House.
I think in
it's
early
a wonderful
December-
gem here in Fall River.
Early December, there's is a gentleman who's going to be doing some kind of art carving, or I'll have to tell you about it, so that because this is what
They do lots of cool stuff.
Yeah,
there. And
absolutely.
from the standpoint of of just a beautiful house that's been well cared for. It's
I haven't been in a bit. I definitely, but
it-
I know that they've had well-used CPA money
Exactly.
to preserve something that that war doesn't really isn't the shiny the war that people really talk about. I mean, we're known for Battleship Cove, Vietnam Veterans Wall.
Well, I'm sure they'll talk about it they have an event coming up on the 13th during Veterans Day weekend
that's
called
great.
Marching Through Time. And so,
Oh, that's okay.
I'm thinking they'll touch on it.
I was wondering if they were going to do a Veterans Day event too. So that's great. And so that's on the 27th. So the 26th, though, is the day before. I have to give a shout out to Small Business Saturday because Fall River is made up of so many small businesses, not just the makers at the market or at the pop-up, but just your local businesses. So please do try to incorporate some local shopping in your holiday. I know it's so easy to just click, but don't panic shop. It's a slow.
Start now.
Enjoy the shopping. It's okay. And maybe that's what we have to do at Thanksmas next year. We'll have like personal shoppers that will help people go around and help you. This is a great idea. This has been a really good
Brainstorming session.
Brainstorming episode. And then, by the time we do our next episode, some of the big events in Fall River for the holiday usually happen on the first weekend. So we might miss it. So I want to make sure I mention it. Are awesome and. I guess it's like, it's an award-winning kind of because we are the largest children's holiday parade in New England, and that's on Saturday, December 3rd. It's going to be super fun. Maxine and I are going to be walking in it most likely for Tansy Elementary. Check out our float. But yeah, so there's going to be the parade's from like 1 to 3. There's big balloons. I'm going to be trying
Where
to get.
does it happen in town?
Duh, Patty, South Main Street. So from Kennedy Park, it starts at Kennedy and it goes right down to the Government Center. So it's a nice like mile.
All
About
right.
a mile or a mile point 1.1.
That means it's going to go by the Viva pop-up.
It is, and we are going to be doing some special things. We're
nice.
definitely going to be giving out hot chocolate for sure. But I'm thinking up some other fun things to do, and I'm going to encourage the other businesses downtown to also open their doors. That is the one day of the year where the streets are lined with people, just like everybody talk about all the time. Like, oh, people used to walk around. So this is what we want to see more of, is people enjoying and interacting with downtown businesses. So I think this will be a good opportunity for people to rediscover downtown because we are trying very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, trying very, very hard. But, and there's also the Christmas concert at Durfee, which I know you didn't go to the one last year, so this could be another opportunity
again,
for
all
you.
New stuff. All new
Sons of Serendip, they're excellent. And then, and the tree lighting. I'm not sure what the date is on that, but you can always follow us on social media, and Ashley, of course, on Frack on Instagram, so that you can find out all of the things that are going on in Fall River. The #1 calendar of events in Fall River on vivafallriver.com/event. And last but not least, let's just talk about the Frack meeting, because that's always really important.
Yes, please. Consider coming to a Frack meeting. They're open to all. The next one is coming up on Monday, November 14th. Our meeting's going to be hybrid, so if you want to stay cozy and stay home, that's fine. Or if you have a busy day in the office, that's fine. Just register online, and you can get that link and information from a few different places. From our Instagram, it's in our link tree, from the Viva calendar, from the Viva Facebook, Eventbrite. You can
stop by the store. We'll talk to you about it there.
Yeah, you can get it anywhere. Or you can join us in person on the 14th. We're meeting at the Narrows. So join us at the Narrows. Come join us online. But it's a great opportunity to, again, talk about some of these events that we share every month with you. And it's a great way for people who are interested in maybe being involved or want to have something happen to connect with others in the community. And I think that's where a lot of like the sparks, like, oh, let me help you, or
totally.
I need
a lot
this
of partnerships
happen.
have been formed, or just ideas. I mean, it's just that's what it's all about. And I mean,
it is.
We're a friendly group of people. And
We are. And as I said, all are welcome to come join us.
Something just, my ears perked up. We're meeting on the 14th there. The exhibit opens on the 12th. You can check out that awesome exhibit.
You sure could.
I mean, that's a reason to come. We're not going to take you live if you're hybrid, so you should come and visit us at the
I'm not going to
Narrows.
walk around with the
No. And obviously we're doing this at the beginning of the month, so we don't know all the events. So please always continue to help keep us informed so that we can support you, and so that we can also tell you about the wonderful things that are going on. We have a community submission link on vivafallriver.com right on the homepage. And we just want to know about all the things. I want to attend all the things. If I could clone myself, that would be wonderful. But anyway, follow us on social media. Have a wonderful month. Happy Thanksgiving. And until next time, Viva Fall River.